Hello, I'm Jamie. I'm a light activation coach. So I also do, healing work and serve people and liberating their hearts and their souls and actualizing their gifts on this planet. So, for me, even just saying that out loud, it's important for me to actually live that experience. So before I met with Jonathan and Leanne, I think it was more of I was teetering on the edge of that, and it was more of an intellectual, like this would be nice. But and I wanted to embody it. And I had some physical stuff going on where I wasn't fully, I've considered myself a brave soul, but I wasn't fully embodying this experience. And I also, before Jonathan and Leanne, before I did my work with them, I was very much, as is common with a lot of people they work with, on the ascension path. So which was great for me. I learned to, connect to my spirit and learn how to transcend thinking and all of that, but not to really get down into my body, actualize my gifts, take the action steps required. It was almost as if I was living in half of myself and not all of myself. And during my work with them, I would hear these words, you know, um, masculine and feminine energies, which I've heard for years, and living in balance. And Leon would always talk about embodiment. And it's like, again, I got it on an intellectual level, but I'm so grateful that they chose to do 6 months for this path. And so that when you sign on to this, it's 6 months. Um, because the amount of times I have needed to be reminded it's safe, it's okay, you're still loved, you're still accepted. Because your brain goes back, it runs deep, and you look out into the world, and everyone out in the world is doing it differently than you. So to have these two beautiful souls that are in their own way, reminding you over and over and over again, it's okay to come down here, it's okay to go into the dark, because that's scary. Like, that's not the easiest thing, to start to feel all of your shadows. And so having these beings that are living it, genuinely living it, the real deal, um, and embodying that to give you permission. So for me, after that first 6 months, it was like this permission for me. It's this, okay, great, I see an example of it living in the world. I've over and over again created a new story, been able to, as Jonathan would always say, proof to inform your confidence. So I'd go, and then I'd try this new thing out, and then I would start to see, oh, it's okay, it's okay. So it's almost like your spiritual mom and dad, right? Coming in, and then teaching you to reparent yourself. But after it's been this journey, ever unfolding journey of me being able to take me out into the world and feel, first they give it to you, or they hold space for it for you, and then you hold space for yourself of being accepted and loved, um, for who you are. So I've been able to experience and express more love inside of me and more creation, and actually manifest it out into the world. So now, things that have changed for me, I never had a connected relationship with my father. That was on my list of my heart's longings, wasn't even focusing on it. I'm going to visit him in 2 weeks in North Carolina. I've never seen his home. That's all through this work of choosing love, being brave, knowing that I'm safe, completely, 180ing my business, bringing in more money than I ever have before, um, learning to be in my feminine, which is changing my relationships, changing my intimate relationship that I'm in. So they have 100% allowed me to pull more of my potential out and have it actualized in the world, which I'm forever grateful